Excellent morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Kerry and Joseph McLean. I am chiming in from Ajax, Ontario. I'm want to wish everyone a very blessed and productive day today, and trust that each and every one of you are staying safe amidst what's happening in the world right now. And wanted to um, extend my love and appreciation for each and every one of you. And what I'm about to share with you today, I trust that it will add value to you and also give you the ability to learn as I do my best to educate you on what about I'm about to share with you. I am a uh, distributor with Organo, and my goal today is to add value, but also to educate you in a few things that have become near and dear to my heart. Now, what I wanted to do is extend a greetings to all of you who have actually taken the time to join me today. So I want to welcome each and every one of you. For those of you who are already part of this um, conversation, I would like you to state where you're chiming in from, and to also in the comments, whatever you wish to put, if you find this has added value to you, please go ahead and do so. All right. So I'll get right into the what I'm going to present with to you. And the first, before I do that, I would like to thank corporate for giving us myself and my husband the opportunity to share information here on this platform. I would like to thank Mr. Bernard Chu and his family. I'd like to thank Mr. Paul Caldwell and his family, and I trust they also are staying safe. And I know that corporate is doing as much as they can with the limitation they have with working from home and all the other things to get everything prepared for all its partners around the world. So I want to thank you again for this opportunity. So here we go. I'm just going to share this information with you. So what I'm sharing with you is something that I've actually learned as I was building my business as well, but also throughout my life. For me, is to also educate myself about my skin and to be able to know what works best for me. So, what I'm going to share with you, hopefully, it'll be something that you can actually add as part of your life, and to be able to make the shift that'll be better for your skin's health as well as your health overall. So, welcome to Organo. This is our concept of beauty, and I'd like to share this with you. So, one of the things that I actually have become very passionate about is self care. Most of us, especially women, and I'm not leaving the men out, most of us actually tend to take care of others first before we take care of ourselves. During this time that we have, we've actually come to appreciate and become more grateful about the time that we have to spend with our family, especially as we're always on the go. And there's no more 9 to 5, there's sometimes 9 to 9. And at times with traffic and all of that, it tends to take a toll on you. And at times you have no time to take care of yourself. So I would like to share this with you so that you can be able to implement this into your day to day life. So, your skin, my skin, can perform functions no other organ in our body does. And so it's time to give it the proper care that you need. Now that you have a little bit of downtime, I know most of us may be working from home, or some of us have not been able to work because of what's happening around the world with this situation with the virus. So it's time to nourish your skin with natural ingredients and bring it back to a radiant, youthful look. So I'd like to introduce to you a couple of things. And I would encourage you, if you can, to take a screen capture, if you can, of what I'm sharing with you, so you can go back and actually do some homework. So I'm challenging you to do some homework so that you can actually self-assess yourself. If you self-assess yourself, then you know exactly the areas in your life, in your regime that you need to improve upon or you're doing well. For example, here's a checklist. Do you have healthy eating habits for glowing skin? So if you can check all of that, you can write it down and then check it or not. For example, healthy fats is included in your diet. Salmon, if you don't eat salmon, these are the fish you can use. You can munch on healthy snacks. At home, you tend to get bored. And if you tend to watch a lot of things online, or if you're sometimes binge watching, you tend to eat unconsciously things that are not good for you. Do you enjoy good salad? Choose fruits over candy. I'm a chocolate girl, so I have to be very careful. I love chocolate, so that's my middle name. So you include citrus fruits, hydrate during the day. Excuse me. You skip saturated fats, eat fruits that's rich in vitamin C. Mango is also my middle name, so I love mango. So mango, kiwi, blueberries, things like that. Do you choose dark chocolate over milk chocolate? And do you have a glass of wine ever so often instead of almost every day, depending on if you're finding that yourself you're stressed, and sometimes you gravitate to wine more frequently. Um, so do you include fiber in your diet? Things like oatmeal, for example. I would encourage you to go to our blog, the ORGANO blog, and there's a lot of information there and tips on how you can actually help your skin to respond better, get that glowing skin. And I would encourage you to go there and take your time and go through. You can even subscribe to it and get notification as to when they update with different topics, which actually I go to as well. And I use that actually as a go-to as how best to take care of my skin as well. Now, do you know that there are toxins, carcinogenics, ingredients found in beauty and skin products? Now, as most of my friends and my family know, for almost 20, I'd say maybe 27 years, I actually, I'm here 30 years in this country, and for 21 of those 27 years that I developed acne, and for me, anything that worked for my acne is what I would use. It didn't matter what it was. I never checked the label. And so for many years, a few decades, a couple of decades, sorry, I used whatever worked for me, not thinking of the long-term effects that it might have on my body. And so educating myself is what I did because I was introduced to something that had a better option without all of these types of ingredients that we now know we need to avoid. So for example, cancer, birth defects, reproductive problems, learning disabilities, infertility, skin allergies, all of these things are serious conditions that women tend to have, but also men. Now, think of it this way. Once a young child, a boy or girl, becomes into an age of hitting puberty, sometimes their skin actually does not react well. They tend to get a lot of acne or different types of skin condition. And so as they're developing, we tend to want to help them with their self-confidence. And so we tend to go to the things that are on the shelf and give them something that whatever the claims are on the bottle at the drug mart or the stores, we tend to gravitate to those, but we don't turn at the back of it of those bottles and we don't look at the ingredients that are in there. So I would challenge you, another homework to do is to go into either your children, your nieces or nephew, look at what they're using, double check to see what's there. We are concerned with things for the inner part of our body, especially for children. There's recommended to get vaccines when they're younger to protect them against, illness. They're told to do different types of things that will help them in their internal body. But then we're giving them things for their skin to help, especially with the appearance of the skin, but not realizing that they may be impacted down the road with health conditions. Some people's body handle things differently, show up later in life, and some show up right away. Now think of you now as a young adult growing into, latter years, in longer years, in your age, 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond, and then you develop different things and you don't know how it happened. There are different combinations of things that can happen that will allow your body to react a certain way, but the body doesn't lie, the skin doesn't lie, it tells you exactly what's going on. Now, you have, this actually allows you to get the information here. This information I'm sharing with you, I got it off of some of the bottles that I used before. the names of these. I couldn't even pronounce some of them. But in doing my homework, you can actually just go onto Google and you can search some of these ingredients and see some of the side effects that can happen. Things like sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, DEA, dioxane. All of these things actually are in our everyday items that we use for our skin. And one of the things I was actually surprised about are common everyday brands that are household brands that if you just do your own diligence, you can actually go at the back of those, take the actual font of the print of those ingredients are so tiny. I would suggest you take a picture of it and blow it up so you can actually do your homework and compare it to this list. So take a second, if you can screen capture this on your phone or your computer, and go back and check your actual your products that you're using for your skin, your face especially. So parabens is one of the things that are very common everyday things for your hair, for your skin. One of the workshop that we did here in Durham, Ontario, we actually had it's like a pop-up event, a 3-day event, and that event, a young lady came into our workshop and she got free skincare pampered session, and then I asked her what she used on her skin, and so in looking at that brand that she actually presented to me or told me about, she mentioned something that had, if you look down at the list, something called DEA, MEA and TEA. Now these are long names, and if you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be in your skincare products. Now, she mentioned that she has a dermatitis, and she didn't know that the actual cleanser that she was using, which has a foamy portion to it, actually helped to trigger the dermatitis that she has. So going forward, she was educated and she knew now to change her brand. Here's another list of other things that are here, in the brands that we have on the market. So if you take another picture of this, go back and check as well. Look at some of the ingredients that are there. See if any of these are in your list of ingredients on your skincare or your body care, whatever it is that you're using, and make sure that you're taking care of your skin, but also your internal, because the skin is very porous. It will actually now seep through your skin and go into your body, and where it ends up, we don't know. But through research that those who are experts in their field have come back and posted their findings, that it can impact different things. For example, the brain, the liver, the kidney, things that actually are not supposed to be in the body, your organs are being coated with things that are not healthy for you. So do your due diligence, and practice safer skincare, and to know that even though we are all beautiful in this world, no matter your age, your size, your skin color, whatever it is, you're all beautiful. We tend to want to enhance our beauty with things that are not best for our skin. So think of it this way: you're applying things on your skin to beautify yourself, to enhance yourself, but it could be toxic and poisonous to your body in the long term. Here's another homework I'd like you to do. Here's a skincare bingo. I don't play bingo, but I thought this was a cute thing to do. And so ask yourself, do you apply sunscreen that are actually safe for your skin? Do you remove makeup before, bedtime? Do you exfoliate weekly? Last night I actually used my mask last night. So for me, it's taking actually the steps needed to treat myself, but also to take care of my skin. Now, I have acne, and so one of the things that people tend to do, including myself when I was younger, is to pop your pimples. Now, it may sound gross, but if your face is inflamed, it's hurting, that might be the easiest relief. But do not pop it because it leaves marks on your skin. I mark easy, but for me, I know not to do that. Now, in this challenging time, I would suggest, so some people do, some people don't. You don't use your hands at all, especially when you're going out. But for me, I use the back of my hand if I have an itch. But some people tend to do that. that's not the best way to do it. Do you moisturize your skin? Do you eat healthy? Do you drink lots of food? Make this a fun experience. Do a little bingo to see if you actually can get, a T across for your bingo, or your X across. And one of the things too as well, the most important thing in this skincare bingo is to smile. If you smile, you keep a sunny disposition, you move with gratitude and with appreciation in this world, your face will tend to respond in a pleasant way. And so one of the things too as well that's important, not only skincare, for example, I'm going to look at the lower right hand, is to meditate. I've started meditating 4 years ago. And for me, it's a big difference. It takes some time to learn how to do that, but whatever works for you, I think is a great benefit to have in addition to taking care of your skin, is to have that overall well-being, that you're taking care of yourself in the inside, the outside, as well as in the mental. So if you give yourself the gift of glowing skin, these are the things that you would need, or I would suggest that you would need as part of your routine. If you haven't started to incorporate any of those, I would suggest that you do. Now, here are the 1, 2, 3, 4 facts, or not facts, things that I'd like to present to you. Is your current skin care gentle on the skin, on your skin? Have you ever wondered how to build the right skincare routine without using harmful ingredients? Well, kickstart your skincare routine with BU. And I'll share with you that I started using this skincare line last February, to be exact, February 6th. And the reason I say that, I was using something before, and the days that I started using it, I noticed a huge difference, and I actually got a lot of feedback on my skin within a few days. Now, BU is the brand that I'm sharing with you today. BU meets global needs. So first of all, we are a company that is focused on a healthier lifestyle. And so this means a balance of everything. So we are introducing here, and some of you may already know of this brand. It's a balanced, natural, all skin type, anti-aging line. So from Organo infused beverage that powers up our health, my health, your health, from the inside, to natural-based skincare that reveals your ageless glow. So Organo combines the preciseness of science with the wisdom of nature to bring you an anti-aging skincare line that replenishes, restores, and nourishes your skin. So what I say to you is you can look good and feel good, and think of it this way: where beauty meets health, where science meets nature, we can say that, we can probably say we're never anyone else. So never be someone else, be you. So BU by Organo is part of our list of products that we have, that we share with the world, to be able to impact lives in a positive way by providing, something globally that will be able to help individuals, both male and female. So for me, there's a hashtag that we use, which is brighter than gold. You can actually Google that, and you can see it's trending. And you can also go to our Instagram page, and you also can go BU by Organo, and you find that hashtag as well. So we have only good stuff in our products. So it's all natural, it's paraben free, it's sulfate free, it's cruelty free, and it's gluten free. So for us, it's important that we stand behind things that are good for the body, and to be able to proudly say that for myself, that I use these products, and I can say that for me, it works for me, and for you, I would say I would give you the challenge to try it for you, for your family, and to see if it works for you. Now, for me, it was a challenge for me, because I was always leery of trying something new. Whatever worked, I used. And so in trying to give myself that challenge to use this product, I actually had I could see the results immediately. And for me, that's huge, because I'm very picky, especially what I put on in my hair, in my skin. But I'm picky with just what the results are, but not knowing what the effects are on my body. That's not really informing myself. So here are the actual skincare routine that we would recommend. I'll give you a funny story. When I first started using this, the first day that I used it without educating myself how to use it, I was so accustomed to foamy cleansers that I actually put it on and was rubbing and wondering why there's no suds. And I applied too much, of course, and then educating myself and learning through the workshops that we were encouraged to attend, learned how the best way to take care of my skin. So in my 40s, I learned how to take care of my skin more so than when I was in my teens, my 20s, and my 30s. So step one is to cleanse. We have a Manuka cream cleanser. Love it. Manuka is awesome. I love the actual benefits of the Manuka honey. Step two is to restore the skin. Jojoba serum. That's my number one favorite. I actually love all of them, but I love the smell of it. I even put it in my hair as well. I have a lot of hair, so I tend to be very skimpish with my how much I put in my hair. But I love it that way how my skin basically responds to it. And keep in mind as well, for someone who has acne-prone skin, I never used any oils on my face because I had very oily skin. That's another thing as well for me. I love the fact that I don't have to reapply. I don't have to blot because on my skin because with anything, I'm not touching my face. I'm actually just pretending. And not have to blot my face with any type of blotting paper because my oil on my skin actually was reduced, especially in the times my skin was excessively dry. The more my skin produced more oil. And so the running joke for my family, when I tell my family I can actually fry eggs in my face because that's how much oil that is produced. So I love the fact I can apply this jojoba serum, which is the sebum actually is the closest thing to your skin texture. So it helps reduce fine lines, wrinkles, and so much more. Um, the the actual second part of my regime is to apply the jojoba serum. Then I apply the moisturizer a minute later. So you actually has retinol. And for me, with retinol, the reason why I love this is because I tend to march easy from acne. And so this has actually helped me with diminishing those acne scars. Uh, for me as well, knowing that there's collagen, natural collagen in the moisturizer, it's not synthetic, and also for the bee venom mask as well, it helps you to rejuvenate your skin. So think of it this way: you have 4 steps that you can take to take care of your skin. And most of the products that we have, all the products we have all natural ingredients. And when you're looking at the simple ingredients that are in there, they're actually key ingredients that help your skin to respond the best way to give you that glow that you need. So 3 ingredients for the most common skin issues are that I want to present to you. For example, jojoba oil for blemishes. I'm speaking on my regime because this is what I know. Um, if some of you or those that you know in your circle that suffer from acne, it can have a very impactful, negative impact on your confidence or your self-esteem, especially if they're younger teens when they have so much, when they're switching to puberty, it tends to have a toll on you. So you can empathize with people who suffer from blemishes without being too invasive, but it actually helps with discoloration. It helps with many other things, and I'm sharing with you what I've experienced with my face. And so Manuka honey is another thing that I love. I've actually fallen in love with the Manuka honey. The products smell amazing. I love how they smell. It's like I'm giving myself a pampered session every single day, in the morning and at the night. And then the retinol, it helps for hyperpigmentation. So I would suggest maybe you can take a screen capture of this as well so you can educate yourself, or you can go to the Instagram page that's BU by Organo, and there's also a list of ingredients there as well, or you can still go to the blog that I mentioned earlier for Organo and you can educate yourself and see the actual ingredients are there. Or if you know of a distributor in your area, you can actually go to their website, and under the products, there's a list of all the ingredients there as well. So here's a few testimonials. Mine's not here, but I've verbalized mine to you. The testimonies of how the skin responded. Casey Nielsen, Surinda, Alice. These are all individuals who have actually had great results of skincare, and so they're actually providing their testimonials for themselves. And so looking at how an individual utilizes products for the skin to enhance their beauty, they actually have the ability to say, well, my skin is responding because I use this Manuka cream cleanser in a positive way. My skin is responding because the jojoba anti-aging serum actually is working for me. There are things that we take for granted sometimes because, you know, you're going through your everyday motion, and sometimes we are very harsh on our skin. So when you're using something that's showing you results within, you know, a couple of days or a little longer, depending on how severe your skin condition is, you can actually see for yourself. Like, the skin doesn't lie; it tells you exactly. The body doesn't lie; it tells you exactly how it feels and what is happening. And so sometimes you have conditions on the outside, basically is a reflection of what's happening on the inside, right? So when Alice here mentioned that the retinol moisturizer is her favorite, I actually had the ability to meet with her when we were at an event, and she mentioned that she had several lines here between her brow, and just by using the products, she noticed within 2 weeks that the lines here disappeared. I actually have a friend here in Canada that she had the same experience, that the lines between her brow, the fine lines between her brow actually disappeared within a few weeks. So it's amazing what a product can do when you choose the right regime. Preparing for Mother's Day is something that can be very stressful because we know we all love our mothers. My mother is my mother and my father. She took care of me as a single mom of three. And in saying that, there are many mothers out there, either single or with a partner, that, you know, they get overlooked at times. You have aunties who act as mothers. You have fathers who act as the role of a mother. You have, you know, sometimes it takes a village to raise a child. So whoever in your world is that you can see as a mother figure or who has acted as a mother role, I would say, what are you going to do to say thank you, to give gratitude for, you know, what's happening. I know Mother's Day is a day that we all identify with, but Mother's Day is every day. So I would say to you, if you see that this product can add value to the one that you love, whether it's in your family or a friend, I would say to you, give them a gift. Give them something that can help them to pamper themselves. All skincare products that can help them in their everyday routine, helps with the body, helps with the skin. Also, for me, it's important that we treat each other well, treat yourself well. So I would say to you, treat mom like gold, because she's more precious than gold, but treat her like gold. And in this actual month, which Mother's is coming up on Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday, I'd like to wish all of the mothers around the world a happy Mother's Day. Have a blessed day. Hope you get spoiled unconditionally and to know that you are loved. And we actually have a promotion for Mother's Day that you can actually get an additional limited gift along with an additional bee venom mask. And that is in addition to the kit that is offered on this Mother's Day promotion. So you can actually reach out to your distributor in your area, and you can ask them, how can I get this? And they will direct you to their website, and you can purchase that. And that product. It takes about 5 to 7 days to get to you. So I would say act now and get it so that you can give it to them. Or if you want to give it them after Mother's Day, that's something you can do as well. So just to wrap up, I want to thank everyone for participating in this discussion, and hope it has added value to you. Hope that this information you can take away and implement some things. There's some homework that I suggested to you. And if you would like to continue getting these products as well, because once you try to absolutely fall in love with it, like I have, my husband also uses that as well for his skincare, especially his head, because he's all shaven on top here. Excuse me. But he actually likes the jojoba serum. And this is not just for mothers as well. It's for anyone who has skin. We all do, right? And would love to try something different that's healthier for you, all right, for your skin, and helps to balance your skin as well. So you can actually go to the distributor closest to you. You can connect with them and let them know you'd like to know how to get this. And to continually getting that, you have the option to save an additional discount if you decide to proceed with this particular brand, which I absolutely love. So just to leave with you, just to wrap up, I'm actually going to share with you a video, and I would like to wish all of you a blessed day. Stay safe and know that you are loved. Take care. So this is just to wrap up my presentation.
Brighter than gold, brighter than gold, brighter than gold, brighter than gold. Feel like fire, brighter than gold.
Take care, everyone. Have a great day.